there something at the top of your list you want to be better at game 2 than you were game 1?
Oh man, just a lot of little things. I don't know if there's one big thing I could put my finger on. A lot of little things. I thought overall it was a clean effort for sure. Overall, but there's a lot of little things. And a lot of great teachable moments at every position that I think guys are taking to heart and are excited about just continuing to get better and gel together as the offense of 2023.
Specific to the deep ball from Howard to Sennett, DJ Giddens stepped up picked up a blitz. Have you seen a lot of that from him in camp?
DJ's been tremendous in pass pro, and he does a great job of taking away that space, and closing that distance and getting his face on them. So physical play, and those are the little things that make those big plays happen, and he did a heck of a job on that one for sure.
What do you see from this Troy defense that could be an issue?
They're extremely well coached. They've shown to tackle well. You don't see a lot of missed tackles that turn into bleeding yardage and big plays. They got good scheme. They got obviously a lot of experience and have a championship pedigree. So I think it's going to be a big challenge for us.
Their experience especially applies to the defensive backfield. What have you seen from those guys being able to fly around?
I think they're really aggressive, and I think they have the ability to be aggressive, and I've been really impressed with, a lot of those DBs and their hips and change of direction and, quickness. So it's, we got to make sure that we have great technique, fundamentals, and win, and are on time with the football, because they'll make you pay if you're not.
Is that running back distribution we saw last week, is that something you can expect every week, or is that a game-to-game thing?
A little bit of it's game to game. A little bit of it sometimes will be in the flow, because you don't know. Sometimes, we'll be talking about it, and I said, well, Coach Anderson and I joke, I'm like, you're going to have to read my mind a little bit, because sometimes I don't know where I'm going next or where we're going to end up going next with different personnel groupings or turbos or whatever, and so a little bit of that is just going to be flow and who's in there, but that's the beauty of both of those guys is, we believe in both of them. It's not like, hey, Trayshawn can only do these plays and DJ can only do these plays. It's like, hey, believe in both of them and know they're going to do a heck of a job when they're in there.
Is there a chance that Avery looks good enough or has looked good enough that you say forget about the red shirt even if Will's fully healthy?
It was a heck of an effort by Avery. Not all that surprising, for any of us. But again, it was great to get him out there and get those first live bullets of experience in purple. And again, he's ready if needed, but we're going to keep carrying on. So.
How about the decision to throw the touchdown to Will?
Just kind of came up with field position, first and goal at whatever the 9 or whatever it was, and looked good all week, and just felt like the right time, and guys made it happen. So.
Any update on Keegan and his status for Saturday?
Day to day, we'll kind of see. He's made progress, but it's going to be probably a game time decision.
What's your schedule and stuff?
You're saying like return schedule? I feel like we're getting closer, but again, I think that's a little bit week to week as well. He's done a little bit more this week, and I think would be hopefully a little bit ahead of what they were thinking, but, excited to get him back for sure.
Did you like the way Will Howard progressed through reads and threw it around to different parts of the field?
Yeah, no, I thought overall, he really did a nice job. I think, like I said, there's some little things that, working on of even still playing a little faster with his eyes at times. And then there's times where he will almost try to do too much, here and there. And so just, hey, staying within the constructs of things and playing fast, keeping it simple for him too. But no, he does a heck of a job and really has a high level of mastery for what is going on defensively. And then obviously what we're trying to do as well. So it's a lot of fun working with him, and he's a heck of a player.
Was there anybody that surprised you in week one in that game that you knew, but then when they went out and played, you were like, holy crap, he can do that?
Not really. I mean, for the most part, and we tell our guys all the time, I mean, you practice how you play. And you're not going to have a chance to get out there in the game if you don't show it in practice, so that we don't get surprised. Coaches, I don't like surprises. So if they haven't done it in practice, they're probably not going to have the opportunity in the game. And for the most part, it lines up to what we saw in prpractice.
Was it almost reassuring that the first touchdown catch is by someone that probably wasn't going to start a few days prior?
I was so happy for Jaden, he has worked himself and earned that opportunity. He's practiced extremely hard the last couple of weeks, and I knew he'd have a chance to make some plays, and didn't know it was going to be the first one. But we had talked, hey, we get quarters on that scheme. He's got a legit chance, and sure enough, it happened. And so it was great to see it come to fruition.
How eager was Poitier to get back in the mix?
So happy for TP. I mean, he's just how hard again he's worked to get himself back right, and get him out there playing a good number of snaps. I can't remember exactly what the number was, but a good chunk of snaps, and did a great job. And I think got better as the game went, as he was out there, which is understandable, but very happy was very happy to see that for him.